Technology is getting me today. I've just got error messages that my live's not in the group. So what we're going to do is, while you guys are jumping on, I'm just going to push a button here and share this video. Oh, you'd not believe what's happened today. But anyway, we get by. So hopefully I'm sharing that in the group now. Okay, so hopefully that's working. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's live where I'm sharing like the top 3 social media strategies to boost your business in October, November, and December. This is definitely a time of year that you want to up your game and be kind of really, more dialed in and specific with the activities that you are doing because the potential that's in front of you. And what I mean by that is when people go into December and January, they reflect more than any other time of the year. So hang on, if you guys, you can hear me okay, Debbie? Just want to make sure because I've had volume problems today as well. As people get towards the end of the year, and particularly when people have a little bit of downtime, when they have holidays at the end of the year, they don't even know that they're doing it, but they're reflecting. They're reflecting on the year that was. They're looking at the year that's coming. And thanks, Debbie. And so they're going through an evaluation process. And a lot of people will say things like, man, you can kiss 2025 goodbye, like bring on the new year. And people are always thinking what they want to achieve the next year. It's what they want to do differently, whether it's health or business or finances, whatever. It's really that time of reflection. So who do you want on your radar at that time of year? You want those people. Okay. So if you're hiding, you're not showing up enough, you're not front of mind for people are looking at other people for opportunities and bypassing you. So there is no more important time of the year for you to kind of up your game a little bit, but you've got to start now. Particularly in this industry, we'll have a lot of you will have Black Friday specials in your companies. And you can't just show up and suddenly get all excited and promote a lot more just when they're specials, because that's icky. And, your audience sees that as, oh, what are they trying to sell now? Or they're just trying to sell me something. You've got to earn the respect of your audience, that when you actually do turn around and recommend something that might be on special for something like, a Black Friday, they're not skeptical of you because they've seen you show up over and over and over again talking about how wonderful your products or your service or your company is. Like, they're not skeptical of you because they know what you do, and they know that you're passionate about it and that you often share information about it. So when you're selling something about it, the skepticism is kind of way down, and it might actually prompt somebody to reach out to you. So if the only time you really show up on social media is when there's specials on and sales on for Black Friday or Christmas or whatever, you're going to miss the mark. And what happens is that, people get a little bit more active when there's a special on, and they get bitterly disappointed when they don't get any sales. Why? It's because it's just salesy. And we are not in that world on social media anymore. We're not in the click and buy world anymore. People need to trust us before they buy. We are in a relationship business more than ever. Okay, so I'm going to go through the 3 big things that you should be thinking of, not in December or January or when Black Friday comes around, like now in the beginning of October. Okay, before I do that, 3 quick things. 1, coaching community members. I did a special training for you guys before this live with the 10 biggest mistakes that network marketers make with messenger conversations. Those of you that were on or tried to get on, you'll know I had major technical difficulties, but I kept going and I recorded the training, and the training is now uploaded in the Coaching Community Facebook group with the elaborate notes that I gave you. So I listed out all those 10 mistakes and I gave you a bad example and a good example, and that's all in the written notes. So both the downloaded training and the notes are in the Coaching Community Facebook group right now, and we'll email them out to you shortly. So apologies to Coaching Community members for the technical difficulties, but I did end up recording it, and it's all in the Coaching Community Facebook group now. Okay. Second thing, there's just been a big announcement in the kind of last hour or so that hashtags are officially dead on Instagram and TikTok. So just wanted to share that with you, because what we're seeing, and we've seen it coming the last kind of few months, and I saw it pop up on TikTok probably about a month ago. It's restricting hashtags. So you can only have a maximum, I think it's 5 on TikTok now. And it literally tells you we've removed X amount of your hashtags because you can only have a certain amount of number. So TikTok has been really limiting hashtags in recent kind of month or so. And Instagram has been saying for the last sort of month or two, the head of Instagram came out and said basically hashtags don't really have the same weighting that they used to. So the platforms are taking more control of who sees your content and taking a lot of other clues from your content, like keywords and the actual captions and descriptions that you use on your content to spread it out to the right people. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's kind of like hot off the press, that if you're a big hashtag person, you might want to change your strategy and be much more dialed in with your descriptions and your captions and the wording on your content to capture keywords with the niche market that you're trying to talk to. That's what's going to become more important than adding hashtags to the end of a post. Okay. So more so an Instagram and a TikTok thing, but we all know that everything that starts on Instagram follows on Facebook eventually. Okay. So just wanted to share those things with you. The last thing I wanted to share with you is the next 2 weeks are going to look very different here because I'm traveling again. And, I take you guys along with me. So definitely watch my stories over the next 2 weeks. But next week, earlier in the week, like before I would normally do my first live video, I'm flying to Cabo in Mexico. I've been fortunate enough to earn a rewards trip through my network marketing company, not only for me, but my husband as well, all inclusive paid for trip to Cabo, Mexico. So we're going a few days early. And yeah, I'll share all of that here, but I will not be on my normal routine of live videos for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so just warning you that the next 2 weeks I'll just be showing up and sharing from a different part of the world and sort of what I'm up to. And so I'll just come in randomly when I'm sharing things with you. Okay, so just giving you a heads up on that. So back to our 3 top things that you should be doing for October, November, and December. Okay, number 1. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate that. And if any of you are commenting just to let you know, if any of you are watching from my group, my social media group, I can't see your comments when I go live through the platform that I'm on. So if you all comment and say hello, I can't actually see any of your comments. I can only see the comments on my business page. Number 1, you want to work hard and just go all in October, like October, November, December, go all in with these 3 things. So the first thing, you want to maximize your eyeballs, grow your following, make a much more concerted effort to grow your following over the next 3 months. Okay. Because of the reason of what I said at the very beginning of this video about what people are doing in kind of December and January. Okay. How do you do that? So firstly, if you're on Facebook, growing on Facebook, then you want to be friend requesting more people. You want to be building your network that way. If you're on Instagram, a TikTok, you want to be building your following. So you can actually follow people, make a more concerted effort to be on the platforms and building your following. This is also where ICQ comes in. And being more dedicated with ICQ. If you don't know what that means, that's my strategy, which means intention, complement, question. So spend more time every day or a couple of times a day for 15, 20 minutes in the morning and at night doing ICQ. So that's going to the social media platform with intention, finding something to compliment somebody on, a video, a story, something in their feed. And then so saying nice things to people and then find a reason to ask them a question. Network with a lot more people and build your following. So when you network with people and you put yourself on people's radar, a couple of things happen. One, they might choose to follow you or friend you, or if you haven't already sort of got that relationship. The second thing is the algorithms are driven by your personal conversations. I don't know how many times I have to say this. So when you up your game and have more personal conversations in the DMs, those people are going to see your content. Now, if you're really good at your content, then they're indirectly going to see posts about your product or your service or your business opportunity. You need more eyeballs at this time of year, and you can drive that through the algorithm if you do ICQ more often. Okay, so number one is getting more eyeballs. You want to work hard at getting more eyeballs by building your following and doing more of ICQ, so the algorithm works more in your favor. The way the algorithms work, you've got to give more love to get more love. You cannot sit back on social media and just post and expect the people to come. You have to be more active on the platform and engage with people and spend more time networking and spend more time ICQing to get the reciprocal love from the platforms and the organic reach and the algorithm. Does that make sense? Put a number 1 down below if that makes sense. A lot more people need to give more love on the social media platforms for you to be able to get more love. Okay, so that's number 1. Maximize that in the next 3 months. There's no use putting amazing content out there and spending hours doing reels and crafting posts, even if you get help with AI, for nobody to see it or nobody new to see it. Some of you have exhausted your warm market, and every time you post, the algorithm's sending it to the same people who are not buying off you. They don't want to know about your business opportunity. They don't want to know about your products. You keep posting, but you're posting to the same people and your network's really small. So build it. Go beyond that. Build your following. Build your friend requests. Do more of ICQ. Get your face out in front of more people, but you've got to drive that with the algorithm by you being more active. Okay? You can't complain about low engagement and low organic reach. If you just sit back and wait for it to come. Okay, we're not in that world anymore on social media. It's too busy. Okay. Second thing, I would be working hard to build your trust with your audience. So what do I mean by that? Trust is when, you know how it goes, the saying, people will buy off people that they know, like, and trust. Okay, so how are you letting people get to know you? It is much less about crafted content these days than showing up and letting people get to know you. What do you like? What are you doing? Like, throw more content in your stories about what you do in a day, what your thoughts are, what you actually like, what you do in a day. If you're on this training and you're watching on a computer, grab your phone or go back to the replay on your computer and then pull out your phone, video yourself watching this training, and let people know that you're upskilling to learn, how to build your business online. Let people know you're building a business online. Like, show more of yourself and what you do, so people know, oh yeah, they must be doing something on the side, or they're building something else as well as their full-time income. You need to let people into your life. The amount of Facebook feeds that I view, and it's like, well, if you're selling health and wellness products, I wouldn't know it because you never talk about it. Or if you actually help people do something, you've got no credibility really around that because you're not sharing any tips or strategies around that. So share more of you and your passions and your journey and your transformation if you've had one, or what you're learning. You do not have to have a result to be valuable to people. You just need to be on a journey, and you share that journey with people. So build more trust with your audience by sharing more of you. And that means your face and your voice. Speak more. Speak in your stories. Do a live video. I know some of you are scared of that, but sometimes we have to do things that are a little bit uncomfortable to get noticed. Trust is your eyes, your face, and your mouth, and the words that come out of it. So if there's not much of you showing up on social media, no one can really see your eyes or your face because you've got a whole lot of shared content or crafted content or AI content, AI generated content. Trust is not there. And if you're not speaking, so maybe you don't speak much in your feed, maybe you're not doing live videos as such like this, then get into your stories and talk. That is trust. People need to hear you speak, and people need you to show up over and over again talking about the same thing and how you help people. It's not what you do. People don't care what you do. People care how you help them. All anyone's ever thinking about is, I wonder if this would help me. How does this relate to me? And I wonder if this would help me. So if you're talking about things, is my mouse always gets an appearance. If I talk about the mouse, like you all need a mouse, but I don't talk about, well, why do you need a mouse? You don't need to talk about the mouse. You need to talk about if you want to, if you want to make less mistakes on your computer and you want to speed up, results, so you're spending less time on social media, then get a mouse. Like, you got to talk about the solutions of what you do and talk into the pain points of, what it is somebody's struggling with that your solution solves, and talk more about that in your stories. Talk more about that in your posts, and talk about it more consistently so people trust you. And it's like, well, if I buy a product off that person, like, is this a like fly by the seat of the pants? Is this another thing that they're doing or another thing that they're trying to sell? Like, are they really serious about it? If I bought this product, are they going to look after me? Or if I join them in the business, like, are they going to be joining another business in the next 6 months? Because they keep talking about 4 different businesses. Like, you've got to create trust with your audience. The trust is such a huge thing in 2025, and it's only going to become more relevant as we go into 2026. So how are you building trust with your audience? Think about that. Are you showing up? Are you sharing your message, your story? And it's not like people don't need more information. They don't need to be sold to. If they're sold to, or they feel like they're being sold to, then they start to get skeptical. They need to know that you're genuine, and that you love what you do, and that you're passionate about what you do, and how you help people. So who is your target market? What problems do you solve for their target market? And say it over and over again, but literally say it. Don't hide behind AI, graphics, things like that. Okay, you've got to build trust with your audience. This is what, and you guys would know this, like, have a think of the last few years of how many reality TV shows there are out there. What's your favorite? Name it, label it. Is it Desperate Housewives? Is it Big Brother? Is it MasterChef? Is it Kitchen Rules? Is it Naked and Afraid? Yeah, there's one. Do you guys have that overseas? Naked and Afraid, where it's a reality TV show where they're actually naked and they're put out in the bush to see how long they last. Survivor. Like, I bet you've all got a reality TV show that you all love secretly. People want real. They want you. They don't want crafted posts. They don't want the fake stuff. They don't want AI. Yes, we all can use AI to our advantage. I use AI almost daily. But they want you. They want the real you. And when people feel like you're the real, authentic, genuine you, and they're getting to know you for who you really are, you'll start to weed out the people that don't really care about what you do or your story or your journey, and you'll start to attract more people that really, gravitate to what your story is. Social media is to attract more people that you want to attract, that are like you, or that resonate with you, relate to you, and weed out the people that don't, which could be family and friends, and that's okay. Trust. Okay. Third one, Farmer Wants a Wife. I have watched a series of that before. And Debbie, credit to you. You're the only one brave enough to tell me what their favorite reality show is. I know every one of you listening has probably got one. You're just not telling me what it is. So credit to you, Debbie. Now, the third one, so important. as we go into the, what do you want to call it? The silly season. People get busier. People have, like, if you celebrate it, like work parties, Christmas parties, they got shopping to do. They got Christmas shopping to do. They're organizing family. You might have trips. You might have travel. People are busy. People may see something they like on social media and even put down a call to action, and they even forget, like, a few hours later, when you follow up, what they even asked for. People are squirrels at this time of year. So your tracking and your follow-up needs to be better than it ever has been at any other time of the year, because people will be interested, but they're also super, super busy, and people will ghost you, and people will not reply to you, not because they don't care, not because they're interested. They've just got life going on, as will you. Okay. So through the next coming months, like, you want to nurture leads. If you did the lead generation bootcamp with me, you know that leads are all around you, but are you tracking those leads? Have you got a Google sheet, or are you using a Trello board? Or have you got an old fashioned notebook, whatever it is. So how are you tracking, and how are you following up? And stay close to people. And don't just stay close to people to follow up the sale. Stay close to people to show them the love, and to work the algorithm particularly, and to keep your content in front of people's faces, because so many more people are posting at this time of year. You got more competition. You got a hell of a lot of people putting money into Facebook ads as well. A lot of retail places and big businesses, they are pumping Facebook with lots of money to get their ads in front of everybody. Like, everybody's getting bombarded with information. And you're just a little person in the sea of everything else going on at this time of year, to try to get people interested in what it is that you do and what you have to offer. So your follow-up, like your lead tracking and your follow-up, has to be on point. Don't let people slip through the cracks, because they'll end up buying from somebody else who's better at it than you. Okay. So this is the time to dial in your processes. Don't let it overwhelm you. Just be a little bit more organized, because you're going to get busier too. You got Christmas going on. You got to buy things. You're going to go potentially away. You're going to catch up with family. You're going to have downtime. You're busy too. Everyone's busy. No one's immune to being busy. So your follow-up, your tracking and your follow-up needs to be better than it ever has before. I know there's leads that you've let slip through the cracks, or you haven't followed somebody, or you've forgotten to follow up because you're not writing anybody's name down. Like, that has to get better. So let's just recap this quickly. 1, October, November, December, you want to get a lot more eyeballs on you. Okay. And I explained how to do that. I won't repeat myself. Okay. The second one, do a really good job at building trust with your audience. So show up more like you. Who are you? Do you have little quirky things? Are you slightly funny? Are you showing up genuinely, authentically, or are you always thinking, how can I put a strategic post out there to get another customer, or to get somebody to join my business? And don't forget to show up as a human being. Build trust with your audience, and you do that as a human being, not what you're selling, not your business opportunity, your face and your voice. Okay, so work on that. And the third one is, while you're doing that, you're tracking your follow-up, you're staying close to certain people. You've got it written down. Yeah, I want to show them some more love. Like, be more strategic about who you're kind of networking with as well. Like, get much better at being, strategic in your tracking, your follow-up, and like your networking. Okay. Does that all make sense? Put a number 2 down below if you can see the value of upping your game in all those 3 areas in the next 3 months. And I guarantee you, if you do, you're working more strategically instead of throwing, what up against a wall and just hoping it sticks with some people. If you're not growing your audience, you're not building your trust, and you're not following up with your leads, you are flying by the seat of your pants, and you're missing opportunities all the time. And somebody else is getting the sale because you're not dialed in and focused enough. So now's the time. There are so many opportunities in front of you at this time of year because of what I said at the beginning of this video. Don't miss that opportunity. And what you do now, You know how this goes. What you do for, the next 30, 60, 90 days, you'll get the results from, in 2026 as well. So if you miss the next 3 months and the opportunities the next 3 months to do these 3 things that I'm talking about, your 2026 is going to start off pretty slow. And you don't want to do that. So you might not see your results immediately, but I guarantee you, if you hone in and focus on these 3 things, if not in the actual month of December, when people are reflecting and want change and want to get healthier and want another income stream, guess who they're reaching out to potentially in January, because you've been a friend to them. They trust you. They like you. You've been consistent with your message, and you've stayed close to your prospects. Okay. So you can get the benefit of that if you do these things. So time to get focused. Okay. All right. So just remember, coaching community members, that training that I just did for you on the 10 biggest mistakes that people make in messenger conversations, that training is now in the coaching community with the notes. There's 5 pages of notes that went with that training. The second thing is what I shared with you about hashtags, no longer that important. If you missed what I said, just go back to the beginning of this video. And for the next 2 weeks, my live videos are going to look very different. Normally on my normal live schedule, I'm not going to be in the next 2 weeks while I'm traveling, but I will go live and share with you where I am, what I'm up to, what's happening. And if I've got any social media tips that I think you need to know, I'll just come live randomly and share them with you. Okay. So I will see you back in this chair in just under 2 weeks time. Okay, so I will see you then, and I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, drop another 3 and let me know. And more importantly, don't just listen to a video like this and think, that I should probably go and do that. Actually go and do it. Take the action. The only thing that creates change is action, and the only thing that eliminates overwhelm is action. So it's good to listen, but it's over to you to go and do. Go and do. Okay. Have a cracker of the next 3 months. Okay. I will see you on my next video from a very different destination. I'll share it with you soon. Bye.